After 5 rounds, we go to the judges' scorecard.
This is my number one.
Come on.
Tragedy of known and unknown makes Antarctica a place of endless fascination. Among the tales of courage and exploration, there's a particularly intriguing story involving a U.S. Navy flight engineer. This story, filled with unexpected twists and challenges, exemplifies the unpredictable nature of the continent. As we delve into this account, we find ourselves confronted with new questions and a reevaluation of what we thought we understood about this icy realm. This encounter, chilling and mysterious, adds yet another layer to the enigma that is Antarctica, challenging our perceptions and inviting us to ponder the mysteries that lie within its icy embrace. Under huge icebergs and extreme cold, a U.S. Navy flight engineer's normal mission reveals unexplainable
Am I streaming or
leading
not?
us into military secrets and alien mysteries. Chapter 4. Mysteries Above and Below the Earth. In the chilly days of January 2015, a well-respected investigative journalist named Linda Moulton Howe found herself reading an email that was anything but ordinary. The message came from a man who had once navigated the skies as a naval flight engineer. Preferring to keep his real identity a secret, he used the name Brian to conceal his true identity. Brian's decision to stay anonymous was driven by his wish to share some incredibly eerie experiences from his days spent in the remote and icy expanse of Antarctica, where he had been stationed from the year 1983 until he decided to hang up his uniform in 1997. To lend credibility to his extraordinary tales, Brian provided Howe with his military discharge papers, known as DD-200 and 14 documents, along with various other certificates that vouched for his service. Among these was an Antarctic Service Medal, a token of recognition awarded to him on November 20th, 1984, serving as concrete proof of his time spent in the harsh, icy wilderness of Antarctica.
It's not StreamElements, it's
Brian,
prisons. What the
throughout his
hell?
career as a flight engineer, had amassed over 4,000 hours in the air, soaring above the vast, icy landscape of Antarctica. He claimed his flights revealed sights that would be hard for the average person to even dream of, describing the terrain as looking more like something from another planet than our own Earth, with its stark yet mesmerizing beauty and profound mysteries. His base of operations was at McMurdo Station, a remote yet significant site nestled on the southern tip of Ross Island. McMurdo Station, the largest scientific outpost on the continent, was established by the U.S. government back in 1956. It served as a central hub for research and exploration, capable of accommodating up to 1,200 residents at its peak periods. Brian and many others like him embarked on their missions in this bustling station, contributing to our vast knowledge about this distant part of the world. Throughout his service period, Brian and his team played a crucial role in transporting supplies and carrying out rescue missions within Antarctica's formidable and icy landscapes. These operations kicked off towards the end of September and wrapped up by the end of February, marking an annual cycle that they followed until the squadron was officially disbanded in 1999. Brian's duties were primarily associated with the Antarctic Squadron expedition missions, which involved moving personnel back and forth between various points of interest. In his detailed discussions with journalist Linda Moulton Howe, Brian initially described his experiences as rather routine, echoing the day-to-day.
I did everything you asked for, and now this. No.
Why does it say error?
In his detailed discussions with journalist Linda Moulton Howe, Brian initially...
That silhouette there, bro, we've checked out a few videos from TikTok, and I never knew. Of course, we're not supposed to be known. He's blacked out. It's silhouette and everything like that. But now they're revealing who was talking about all that stuff about Antarctica. Now we have a name, allegedly, because they could be trying to throw us off with it at the same time. We're hit to that type of stuff too. So we ain't just gonna jump both feet in and automatically just go with that. No. But we finally had somebody reference as to those videos that are floating around TikTok of someone talking about different things and revealing different things and telling different stories about what they've seen through their eyes and what's going on down in Antarctica, bro. I recognize that immediately.
He described his experiences as rather routine, echoing the day-to-day expectations of someone in his position as a naval flight engineer. Yet, as time went on, he started to encounter situations that were anything but normal. One such bewildering event was the sudden vanishing of a team of researchers. These individuals had been conducting studies in the mountains close by when they inexplicably went missing. Assigned to look into this mystery, Brian, along with his team, set out in search of the researchers, but came back empty-handed, unable to find any sign of them. The only clue out of the ordinary was a strange, silver object found half buried in the snow. This object, which appeared to be of unknown origin and purpose, added an element of mystery to the already perplexing situation. About a week following their disappearance, the missing researchers made contact with McMurdo Station, requesting to be picked up from their camp. The same crew that had initially dropped them off, now acquainted with the specific location and the landscape, was sent for the retrieval. Interestingly, upon their return, the researchers did not engage in any form of communication with Brian or his crew. They seemed extremely frightened, a stark contrast to their demeanor before their unexplained disappearance. Brian's experiences as a naval flight engineer took him across the vast, icy expanses of the Antarctic continent, where he had the opportunity to fly to the South Pole itself over 300 times. The main hub for these extensive operations was McMurdo Station, which is located about 3.5 hours of flight away from the South Pole Station. This strategic positioning allowed Brian and his team to cover significant portions of Antarctica during their annual missions. Positioned between McMurdo and the South Pole is a breathtaking natural feature, the Transantarctic Mountains, a sight to behold from the air during flights. The journeys between these 2 points were often accompanied by what pilots refer to as severe clear weather conditions, enabling clear visibility of the Transantarctic Mountains from the aircraft's cruising altitudes, which ranged between 25,000 and 35,000 feet above ground level. During one of the missions in the vicinity of the Transantarctic Mountains, Brian, along with his crew, encountered a sight that was as bewildering as it was unforgettable. They observed a group of silver, round objects performing aerial maneuvers that seemed to defy the laws of physics. These objects were seen moving in unison, executing precise movements from one mountain peak to another in a coordinated fashion. Brian tried to describe the bewildering scene, noting how the objects would group together at